So there's a whole ton of hype around the entire Milwaukee PACKOUT system, and there's a lot of hate, a lot of love, and a lot of fanboying involved, and most of it's probably a little bit overhyped. But this Milwaukee PACKOUT light system is the absolute best cordless work light on the market, second to only one, and that is Ego. More on that on a future video. So right out of the box, this thing obviously is a light and performs very, very well as a light. But there are actually some subtle hidden features that are a little bit cool. As far as just the light function, this light is absolutely phenomenal. So this is a Milwaukee PACKOUT light, but Milwaukee does not make a light that is anywhere near this good that is not a PACKOUT. So they don't, in other words, they don't have a non-PACKOUT version of this light. They have a stand-up light with a more of a single head, and then they have some other random little options. And they have a dome light, which a dome light works pretty well. It gives a nice 360 view, but it has its downfalls and it kind of can have its glare. The thing I like about this is you have a lot of options as far as how you have the heads pointed. So this has a big head on the top, and then it has two smaller heads. And these can turn pretty much 360. Actually, yeah, not quite 360, about 300 degrees. They can turn and they go up and the whole way down. And so you have a lot of versatility. This one can swivel that way. So you have all sorts of options as far as how to point the lights. And so you can really get a nice even light on your room, and you can also point them down or whatever to avoid glare, or up to avoid glare, whatever you want to do. It just has a lot of versatility, and it's very, very bright. The brightest work light I've seen, except for the Ego, which is just annoying because the Ego is just so good that you have to mention it. But it's an extremely bright light, lights up the room very, very well. 100% cordless. Battery compartment is right over here, and this is plenty of room for a big battery, so it works with any battery. Just slides right in there, rather easy to hook up. Also has a rubber gasket, and so it seems to be relatively waterproof. Slide it in there, light it up. The nice thing about this is that it is PACKOUT, so you can put it on a stack of toolboxes if you want to give it some more height, or I'm sure there would be options like to fasten it to a wall with some plate or something. But anyway, one downfall that I have seen that is kind of oddly annoying is just how stupid a placement this handle is. So when you have this setting here, the handle's on the bottom. You go to grab it, and there's like, you can't really get your hand in there. Like it's just really awkward. The handle is like right on the ground. There's not room underneath it, and it's pretty close to here. So you're like, I don't know. It's just awkward to pick up, and then you pick it up and ouch, because it's like leverage weird, and it just like swings. And so when you're carrying it, it's pointed in towards your body. You can flip it around, and that helps. But then this is hitting. It's just really awkward, stupid handle placement. Honestly, straight up stupid. But whatever. They could easily put the handle here. Or maybe somehow figure out a way to have it on the top or something, or even right in the middle of the side. Anything would be better. The handle placement absolutely sucks, but you can just carry it like this too. Now, there are a couple features in this thing that are really, really cool. That actually, one of them we've been using this light for a while now. I just discovered it when I got it out because I never really deep dove into this light to see what its capabilities are, and now I am. So you can take a regular cord, and you can actually plug this light in, which does several different pretty neat things. So first of all, you plug it in, and the most basic feature is that it can run without a battery. So this has no battery, and you can run it as a corded light, which is really cool feature that the Ego does not have. So you can plug it in, and it can run all day. If you have really easy access to like an outlet, you just want to plug it in and have it run. You don't have to worry about running out of battery or anything like that. That's a really, really cool feature. But there are a couple other features that it has while it's plugged in. So first of all, and this is a pretty neat feature, in this compartment here, this is a whole empty compartment with a USB port. The sweet thing about this is that you can plug in your phone, and you can have it in a safe environment while you're working. So you can just push everything into there. Boom. The sweet thing about this is that if you're at work, you can plug in your phone, and then you can also keep your phone in a safe place away from dust or paint or whatever you happen to be doing. And this is actually a really cool feature. Like, this would actually be very helpful, and that's sealed and everything perfectly safe. Now, lastly, and this is something that I just discovered today as I was getting it out and kind of looking over it and thinking about the uses. You can have it plugged in, and you can put a battery in this, and it actually acts as a battery charger, which is pretty cool. So plug it in, and your indicator light is right here. Battery's charged. I don't exactly understand the functionality of this feature. It's cool that there's a charger. I just don't quite. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, you might as well, because you can backfeed and charge it, so why wouldn't you? And I guess if you'd be like a homeowner with just a few tools and you just wouldn't have to have a battery charger, you could just use this for your battery charger. And it's also, once again, a sealed place for your battery. But it does charge batteries, and that's cool that they did that just in case somebody would find that helpful. It does say no step on it, of which we have stepped on it quite a many times. So overall, what would I say about this thing overall? Overall, I would say this thing is a fantastic work light. Is it a little klutzy? Sure, it is a little bit more klutzy, but also has far more lighting power and just versatility than most lights. I would say overall, when it comes to DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, these types of lights, from what I know of work lights, this is the best work light you can buy when it comes to cordless work lights. It will light up the whole room very well. Great work light. I do think these are rather expensive. I don't remember the exact price of this. This tool is rather expensive, just as all of Milwaukee's tools, and for sure their packouts are. This tool comes in at $200. So pretty expensive, but very great tool. Highly recommend it. With that said, nothing more to say.